So today I'm going to teach you how to start your coil vase. So it's helpful to have a banding wheel, but not necessary. You need your leather hard base. You should center it on your banding wheel or put it in front of you on your table. You need slip, a scoring tool, a fettling knife, and maybe a needle tool. You also need your coils. So let me talk about the coils. So the coils, you need to keep wrapped. If you let them be exposed to air, they will dry out too fast. So go ahead and just take one coil out of the bag and then close the bag. Each of you needs one coil out of the bag and then close the bag. Okay. So all of our bases to our vases, the start of our vases, start just by putting the coil on the top. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So watch a sec before you do it. So you're going to take and put your coil on the top, and then you can kind of spin the banding wheel to help you. And then you want to overlap your coil. We did this when we did cups. And then either with the fettling knife, watch me first, or the needle tool, you're going to cut at a 45-degree angle between the two. Just watch me first. And then you take off the excess and it fits perfectly. So after you do that, take this off, keep watching. And if you don't slip and score, your vase is going to fall apart. So the easiest way to slip and score if you have a banding wheel is just to spin it. And you also need to slip and score your coil. And you can score together where the seam is. And then you're going to attach that. Okay, now here's your decision if you want an exposed coil vase or completely smooth. If you want exposed, you're just going to smooth the inside. If you want completely smooth, you're going to smooth both sides. So the first step is I'm going to score together the seam. And then you can either use your scoring tool or just your thumb. I like my thumb or finger. And you're going to go around and attach that first coil. So you guys can go ahead and start. And go around and attach that first coil. And then you can take your finger and smooth it. Okay, once that's done, flip it over. Look up here a sec. And you're going to smooth this. This will be your base, or your foot of your vase. Make sure you flip it over and smooth the bottom. And then now is a really good time to write your name and class shape on the bottom. And smooth anything on the base. So lots and lots of smoothing. So it's really attached well, especially if you're going for a waterproof vase that can hold water, like for flowers and stuff. And then you can flip it back over and do any more smoothing you need to do. Any excess clay can just go back in your black tray of coils for now. When that's done, get yourself another coil. I'm just showing you 2 coils today, and then I'm going to take you over by table to the extruder and show you how to extrude your own coils. So once that's done, grab a second coil, put the scraps back in here. Okay, so I don't keep the video going forever. Can you pause a second, just look at the screen for the second coil, and then you can go back to attaching. This is very important. Here is my seam. Look up here, please. Here's my seam. I need you to stop and look up here. I do not want the next coil to be overlapped in the exact same spot because it creates a weak point. So the next coil I add, I want to overlap and trim in a different spot. Also, if you want your vase to belly out, to go out for the body, the coils will start to go more on the outside. If you want it to be narrow, the coils will go more on the inside. A lot of times for the first two coils, we just stack them right on top of each other. So again, overlap in a different spot. Cut that at a 45-degree angle like we did with the cups. Trim off the excess. And then always, every single time you attach a new coil, you're going to slip and score. Okay, so each one is slipped and scored together. Use quite a bit of slip, score well, or they will come apart. And then when you put that coil on, make sure it's not in the same seam, the same spot. Okay, this is where you make the decision. Do you want exposed coil or not? So if you want exposed coil, you'll only smooth the inside, and then you'll see the coils. If you want smooth, you will smooth the inside and the outside. So I like to just use my thumb. After you smooth the inside all the way around, then you can flip it if that's easier. And guess what? Your best tool for smoothing, I see about 4 of you looking up here, is not your thumb on the outside, it's your scoring tool. So you score it pretty hard, and then use the flat end of the scoring tool to smooth it. Okay, so you can do it on the banding wheel. I held that up so you could see it better. But you flip it over if you want a completely smooth pot, and you score it, and then use the smooth part to smooth it. So I only made enough for you to each have 2 coils, unless somebody's absent at your table. So you need to get yourself a plastic bag to put this in, a Ziploc or something to put it in, to leave it in there until we can make more coils so it doesn't get exposed to air and dry out. And then once you make more coils, you can start adding a few more coils today. Listen carefully. Don't try to finish this today, okay? You will do about 4 coils and then let it dry out, let it go to leather hard a little bit, and then tomorrow or Thursday we'll add more. If you try to do all the coils today, it's too heavy and it will collapse on itself. Okay? So once you've done 2 coils, put it in a Ziploc, and then after you do that, you're going to make more coils for your vase. If you don't want to work on your vase today, you'd rather work on your animal, you can do that. Just keep this in a Ziploc with your name on it.